Cool. 657, robot return to origin. There's a robot starting at position 00, the origin on a 2D plane. Given a sequence of its moves, judge if this robot ends up at 00 after it completes its moves. The move sequence is represented by a string, and the character moves survive represents its ith move. While the moves are right, left, up, down. If the robot returns to origin after it completes all its move, return true, otherwise returns false. The way the robot is facing is relevant. I will always make the robot move to the right ones. Okay. I mean this is given a easy, and this is should be pretty straightforward. Basically, you just keep track of the X component and Y component. There's maybe even some like optimizations you can kind of play around with, but I don't even think it's necessary. Like there's some observations that you can make. It's just counting the number of U's and D's and then making sure they're the same. But you can probably even just do it live. I mean, there's algorithmically or complexity wise, everything is O of n. Like you could play around with some so the most basic. I'm kind of rambling a little bit, but the most basic way to solve it is just simulate it, and then if it ends up at 00, then it's true, right? And then you can maybe have some fun, and in theory, if you have like if the input could be like a billion items, or I don't know, more than like if it overflows int, then maybe you could do some stuff with like counting ups and downs and so forth like that, and cancels them out. But I think this is the easiest. So I don't think it's even that necessary. I think we can just kind of just go really quickly and simulate it in a way, and then just see if it goes the XY equals 00. Let's get that going. Also, I'm doing C right now for some reason, but if you if you prefer another language, leave a note in the comment. And then I mean not any language, but like I usually do Python, or I don't even know. Well, I guess usually only Python. Do I know C# and Scala and Java in theory, but it's also been a long time, so don't hold me to that. Okay, well, no, I wasn't paying attention to what I was doing, but yeah. I think the X and the Y doesn't really matter as long as you're consistent with it across up, downs, and left, right. I think technically I'm actually probably doing this wrong. Y is usually probably refers to the vertical axes and so forth. But I think it doesn't. And for this case, it doesn't matter. Maybe return false. I don't know, but this is a pretty straightforward problem, hopefully, and hopefully I don't have silly typos. Now let's try the empty case, because that always trips me up. I don't look at the constraints carefully enough. So okay, that's good. And then just some wrong cases, so it's not always returning true. Okay, or false cases. Okay, so I mean this is this is essentially one big if statement inside an a for loop. So I don't really have that much of a comment. Clearly, usually even for users, I would say maybe it's for phone screen but this is even easier than that. To be honest, I don't think I would put this on the phone screen for even an entry-level engineer. This is a little too easy. I mean, this is like, hey, if you know for loop. I mean, I guess, what is the thing with the fizz buzz? I guess this is like fizz buzz in that way, kind of, but I don't know. But yeah, that's way too. I think actually I did want to talk about this a little bit more. I think in terms of algorithm and stuff like this is pretty straightforward. There's nothing else I was going to say, and I think I ended that on really reasonable note. But I think on the coding, I think one thing I would like when I was talking to the interviewer, I would clarify certain things, and here I did in like 5 minutes or whatever it was. So the variables don't necessarily make sense, and I would be maybe more clear about it. Maybe even relabel these rows and columns so it's harder to confuse them and so forth. And maybe break these down to be maybe more modular in different cases. But but so there are definitely things that I could clean up here. So I'm not to say this was perfect, but I think like this is a very easy problem, so I didn't want to get that much into it. But